Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another beer review. Some more Fox Farm, courtesy of my man Jay. I appreciate you, bro. Fox Farm is Salem, Connecticut. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Wile? W-I-L-E. Wile. Is that right? Willie? Wile? How do you pronounce that? Someone type in the comments how you pronounce the name of this beer. I don't know how to pronounce it. We gotta start making names that we can pronounce. Big fan of Fox Farm. Love all their stuff that I've had. I've only had a couple beers, maybe 4 or 5 total, but their stuff is fan-freaking-tastic. So this is pretty label 7.4% IPA. It says Citra, so this must be, I'm guessing, an all Citra IPA. Hashtag Bonertown Citra, first hop I ever fell in love with. My favorite hop of all time. Ooh, we got some more Team Old IPA. I fucking love it. Canned on March 10th. Today's May 7th, so we are almost 8 weeks in the can. Let's see how Fox Farm holds up. It's gonna be fine, guaranteed. We are Team Old IPA on this channel. I love letting beers sit. I actually got this last week, so I got it about 6.5 weeks old, and then it sat in my fridge, so it's my own fault. I could have drank this a week fresher, but I have too much beer right now. Fucking first world problems, right? My goodness gracious, look at that beer. So this glass is kind of cool because the beer is much darker here. I don't know if you see that on camera than it is down here. But again, this is like, it looks like orange juice right here. Down here looks more like hazy lemonade. That's kind of cool how it does that. It looks kind of like when you put, I mean, obviously it's a lot lighter, but it reminds me of like when you get a black and tan and you have a different color on top than there is on the bottom. But it's hazy. The last beer we drank, I could see the shadow of my finger. I can kind of see the shadow of my finger down here, but this is much more hazy than the last one, I think. That pale ale that we drank. Oh, Swell, I think it was called. Something like that. But yeah, it's hazy. It looks New England style. There is about a finger of bright white head. It's kind of sudsy. Big bubbles around the edge. Small bubbles on the inside. Oh, I can't wait to smell this. I love Citra so hard. So the nose of this isn't crazy explosive, and that's to be expected. I mean, we're almost 2 months in the can, which isn't old, but some of the noses I've had on Fox Farm beers are just crazy explosive. The last beer that we just had that was, what did we say, it was like 6 weeks, was still explosive. This one's on the muted side, but it's straight oranges, orange juice. It's orange juice with a little bit of like green leafy hop matter. Don't think hoppy like in like offensive or intense or something that's gonna like burn your nose when you're smelling it, but it has that like earthy vegetal hop greenness. Greenness, is that a thing? Oh yeah, it's oranges, sweet tangerines, all the orange color citrus fruits you could think of. So let's go and taste it. Jay, cheers. Thanks, sir. Yeah, so this is exactly what it smells like. This is for being over 7.4%. This is cool because it's hazy in appearance, but this drinks like a West Coast IPA, if that makes any sense. If you guys have had hazy beers can get, I mean, we talk about mouthfeel on hazy beers. They're full, they're thick, like they can be super chewy. This beer is hazy, but it stays, I don't want to say thin because people think thin as something bad. This is just a beer that's light on your palate. It feels light. It's a beer you could chug. Well, I know I said that in the last review too, but I like that. It's weird to say because everyone talks about how mouthfeel is important in beers, and I watch a lot of beer reviews, not as much these days, but a lot of people go nuts over mouthfeel, and I did too. And I still talk about it just because it's something that you notice. But I think I don't want to say I prefer it, but I think I enjoy something like this more than like a super chewy mouthfeel when it comes to a hoppy beer. When it comes to stouts, porters, something like that, I like chewing on stouts, especially like super high alcohol ones. But something like this isn't a chore to drink. This is just something that's super light, crisp, and refreshing, if that makes sense. But much like the nose I said was more muted than the last beer, the flavor is like that too. It's not crazy intense. It's not like explosive. It's not going to blow like your palate out of the back of your head. But everything that you were smelling, those oranges, orange juice, a little bit of orange rind, it's there. It's just on the mellow side, but that's fine. Like this is just, again, another one of those beers. We're coming up on summertime, right? Like summer starts next month officially. This is a beer I could come home every single day and drink it. It's thirst quenching. It's refreshing. The carbonation's spot on. I know the head didn't stick around, but it's spritzy. It's light. It feels light. It's just an absolute chugger of a beer. It would have been fun to drink this, a little bit fresher. Just because I think all of those citrus notes would pop a bit more. But as this sits at 2 months in the can, this is fucking awesome. This is really, really good. It's one of those beers, you're getting all those citrus notes. It's not fatiguing on your palate. It's not, anything that's intense. It's not biting. It's not any of that stuff. I love all that when it comes to hoppy beers, but something like this it's great. Love it. Good stuff, especially at 2 months old. Hashtag Team Old IPA, let your beer sit, see what they do. So we'll leave it at that. How do we say this? Wile? Wiley. What? Willie. Slippy, Slappy, Swami, Samsonite. I was way off. From Fox Farm, Salem, Connecticut. Jay, I appreciate you sharing this one, bro. If you guys have had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, appreciate you guys watching. See you soon. Cheers.
Thank you for coming behind the bar, in the arcade, all that shit.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.